3 coming up. Going to be, well, obviously where it's tied. The winner taking the lead and going on to series point.
We said this one was
advantage.
We said it's to be a close one, and both maps have not disappointed so far. Very tense stuff. Close rounds. Could have been a 15-15 there, but VP managing just to take the last round.
And VP on this one, remember, this has been a back-and-forth battle between these two teams. It will be VP's side choice as well.
So they will presumably be taking the CT. You have to assume they'll be taking CT side here. Very strong CT team, but TSM a map they favour as well. This could be another very close 16-14 series. I wouldn't be surprised if this one went to overtime as well. It's going to be another great game.
Yeah, yesterday TSM was struggling on the T side with their defaults when they were going towards A. What they had most success with was actually their fast B pushes. So let's see how they address that tonight.
Yeah, I want to see a number of things change from the last time. The iconic matchup for me on this map between these two teams, we've seen them play it against Sense. It's still that Starladder one with the huge comeback because it highlighted a lot of mistakes for both teams. Both teams had decent CT side campaigns where they were able to shut down A pushes that were like almost stubborn. There wasn't enough creativity. There wasn't enough diversity. So I want to see some changes where we see more B variations out of both teams.
Well, VP have got one of the scariest B plates, I think, on this map. That's so everyone knows about it, but it's so strong, and they're so good at getting the entry picks as well. It's very hard to hold off. Navi in the past have not been able to shut it down, especially a SIVO event, I think it was, where I think VP did the same tactic 5 or 6 rounds in a row and got away with it as well because it's so strong. But that's what we're going to have to see, a lot more aggressive play from the CTs, I think. TSM know they need to show a lot of presence in middle, going for early frags. Device is very good at that, smoking out middle, boosting up to the party zone and going for the early pick on Fountain. We're going to see a lot of that. Won't be any respect given here from both CT sides. But VP starting on the CT this time after winning that train game. It was very close to them. We talked about the economy management on CT being a problem, and they do like to actually close things out as quickly as possible. They don't seem to want to wait.
Personally, I'm a great fan of having early control of the short B in the beginning as a terrorist, because that really gives you a lot of room to maneuver and do things. You can do so many things when you have control of that area.
Well, that's the whole thing. You can rotate through the stairs very easily as well, right? You can kind of pull CTs away, convince them of certain things are going on, and fall back straight away. That's why this map is so fun to watch. You can play so many mind games of the terrorist side with the smoke grenades, locking off certain bits of information for the CTs, and then rotating. So if you can gain long control and short control on B at the same time, that's when it gets really interesting. The CTs don't have any information. They have to push essentially other areas to try and work out what's going on.
And just how open this map is just it's basically so many innovations that can be come up with on this map. I think there's a lot of things you can come up with on this map that hasn't been discovered yet.
I think you're right. Like it's definitely a lot of set pieces that teams seem to mimic from each other. The wall of smokes into A seems to be the go-to play just to get the bomb down. The CTs are starting to react to that now, playing a lot more further up and making sure that's not even an opportunity. That's one of the things you can't allow T's to do, really. It's very difficult to retake once the bomb goes down in that situation. But the ride has begun. The roller coaster makes its way across Overpass, and we go into the pistol round now. And we'll have a look at the buy for TSM, who will be starting on the T side here. So not so much in terms of smoke grenades for them. Carrigan will be on the Tech 9. 4 sets of armor for the other guys. So that suggests smoking off 1 key choke point and then going in. All 5 players and seeing what they can do. Quite a timid round for VP as well. Not as aggressive as you may have expected.
Snacks, though, is still in position. Excellent start. He's going to be the only one aggressive on A. He needs to come up with at least 1 kill. He does better. He gets 2. And Dupree, though, equals the task. And they still have an entry point. They're bringing over Neo. It will basically be 3 versus 3 on this A site. Potential to rotate back. There's still a minute, but TSM don't look like they want to. They want in. Taz is in the corner. The only place to stop the default. He's finding the kills. Where's the answer? No one. They can't get the shot on him. It's down to Zipnix versus Taz, and Zipnix closes it out with 3. That's impressive stuff, because if he had not, Taz did a phenomenal job in that corner.
Yeah, he always seems to be going big on pistol rounds recently, but Snacks opening the other 2 big frags in the bathroom area. Dupree answers for back straight away. They smoke off the CT spawn zone, make their way onto the bomb site. It could have gone either way. Both players very low there. And you see Zipnix was the last man and the hero of that round.
Oh my god, that second one almost didn't go his way at all.
It was the last bullet on his clip.
So, a big round to take there. VP, of course, Scout, pistol, force buy as well. It's going to be Snacks on the Scout buy. So, you see them win a lot of these rounds. Can they do it this time?
They want to take the approach. Pash is in an awkward situation. Fortunately, he falls back in time with that smoke that was deployed on top of the connector, because He had players on either side. TSM, meanwhile, have gotten close enough to the A site. Snacks basically has to retake from long. Good first damage, but down he goes. At least he hits one that gives the Pistols a bit more of a chance, and a chance that could continue to build up. Zipnix, unfortunately, takes down Kerrigan, and this is falling apart. The bomb's placed. It's a P90 for Device, but he's solo on HP. It closes out. That was a bit of a disaster, a bit of a blunder.
So, after being the hero of the pistol round, Zipex takes down his captain there, a straight shot to the jugular, and that's going to be a very disappointing round for TSM. Got onto the bomb site pretty cleanly there, but as soon as they planted, it all fell apart. VP were a very convincing round, and they're going to be looking very strong now going into the rest of this. What's the reply from TSM? Will they buy back into this? Of course. Tech9's armor definitely justified as well. They know the CTs won't have an abundance of cash here. SMGs, a scout, and a couple of pharmacists as well. So they've got a lot of smoke grenades to play with as well. So watch out for that wall of smoke play we talked about on A. Wouldn't be surprised if that came into play right now.
Pasha's forward with, again, his lovely P90. That's how he stays so strong, that P90X. All day long. 90 minutes could get you ripped like Pasha. Snacks is going to support as well with the FAMAS. They've doubled their positions here with 2 at long and 2 in front of the bathroom. Pasha goes for the early peek and actually makes it work. Doubly so, in fact, triple. I take that back. Neo got one with the nade. It looked like it went his way as they popped up so quickly. But again, it's Zipnix to respond. Dupree gets caught out by Neo pushing through a smoke. Doesn't see him go by. And it's left to Zipnix. 2, add 3. It's got to be an ace if he wants this round. Picked up a rifle, has head armor, and decent utilities still to work with. But he's got 3 kits also against him, which means even if he gets this bomb down, still a very good chance for Virtus.pro to be able to isolate him. Biding his time. 30 seconds left to go. Neo scouting up over top of the box. Not able to hit the first shot, but definitely got the information, and Taz will follow it up.
So you saw the CTs there, aware of what the situation as to what was going on. They saw the T side gathering towards the bathroom area and long. They've countered the play by pushing into it as well. So when the Ts were setting up for that wall of smoke, they got the smokes off, but before they even had a chance, this is the play. Pasha, look, he finds players with smokes in their hands and has isolates them so badly. That's such a perfect reaction from the CT side. Very well done from VP. That's going to knock TSM now onto the full eco. P250s in hand and a Tech9, but no smokes played whatsoever. They'll purely be going for frags here. Looks like they'll be heading to the stairs area, trying to find a CT perhaps out of position. But maybe just a simple B play here, running off the shore, but the smokes do come in and isolate them out.
Here they go onto the B site, and unfortunately shut down immediately on the entry. Agent B is going to get spotted, and down he goes. Taz, very well done. Zipix again picking up kills. Looking hot right now for TSM, but unfortunately, the rest of his team not hot enough. Bring out the rifles, though. Let's see what TSM can respond with.
So, 3-1 in VP after losing the pistol. They have clawed their way back into this very nicely indeed. CT side definitely favoured here, and this round's going to be huge. They've got the scout play from Neo. He could justify buying an AWP here, but obviously just trying to build up the economy as much as they possibly can. Interesting to see where he decides to go with that. It looks like he'll be going towards the B area as well, so potentially he's wants some monster tunnel perhaps, but maybe holding upper as well. Actually, we'll be going for that monster tunnel phase by the looks of things. Oh my god.
Snacks. That's crazy
What
by
a shot.
Neo. That's insane to hit that scout shot. And Snacks, I thought this smoke might actually disadvantage him, but it means now he can pop out and surprise Cajun B, who won't have any idea and indication that he's there. But as I say that, Cajun B's gone far enough forward that Snacks won't get the jump. Device a long way behind the play is just going to head down the ladder now. So Cajun B and Kerrigan are going to have to buy themselves some time and space, because rotation's already coming in. Good first entry, and that's followed up. Well done, Cajun B, but he can't land the shot on Taz. If he hit that, it was almost surefire bet that they would have the site. Instead, it's Snacks going on the quick flank against Kerrigan, who's trying to get that bomb down, and Device expects the rotation, but it's already come. It's Snacks he's looking for, and he's long gone from the stairwell. And Device, with the fire placed in front of him, is Snacks going to try and hold this. I think he's just a little bit late to it, so he'll bait it out, but he's also got his teammate Pasha in great position to set up a crossfire. Instead, it's Device. That's insane.
Okay, so we saw the double AWP shot last map, and now it's the double spray down. VP once again lining up for the Ts as they get a perfect clutch once again, and that's going to be disappointing. A lot of arguments ensuing there, I'm sure.
I mean, everything was playing in Virtus.pro's favor in that round all the way in until this happened.
Oh, unbelievable scenes. You've got to feel sad for VP there, but they will buy back into this round. We talked about Neo saving the scout that time. He's going to bring out the AWP. A max 7 is going to be on Pasha, but Cajun be opening up the fragging onto Neo. That's the AWP going down. It's a huge scalp to take at the start of the round.
This is a great approach from TSM, getting that early short control, giving them a lot of options going further in the round. They keep doing this round after round.
Question is, what's the response going to be now to the A side from Snacks and Pasha, who are disadvantaged by 1 without their compatriot and Neo? And it looks like it's a passive hold on this A site, which we already know what implications that can entail. However, fortunately for them, it may not yield any detrimental plays because TSM's looking quite favorably toward this B site. So how does Bialy and Taz now respond? And we know Taz has been playing well and locking down positions. He's up to 8 kills, but gone already. There it is, Kerrigan on the way through. Flash comes in, but Bialy holds his aim and holds that spray in position. Also falls back to water, but Cajun B beats him on the second shot. And this allows now TSM to push forward on that site, and Snacks only able to get the first inside that smoke before Xyp9x can respond, who continues to lead the way, by the way, for TSM.
Yeah, I think there's a significant difference with how TSM is approaching this route now that they did before. On the earlier match, we saw them play Overpass. A lot more B-heavy.
Yeah, well, Neo going for that spot down the stairs area, got his head ripped off by an AK, so that was the influential kill, obviously, and then we saw Carrigan make his way to the big site. I talked about him being the entrance player now, and he just got in there, made the first frag on short, and that's going to push VP now onto the full eco. P250s in hand. Not showing too much aggression there. We've got Snacks pushed up in the stairs once again. So we pop flashing here, seeing if we can get any information. Won't spot the T there, but the T just need to keep this long range. That's exactly what they're doing. Getting that long control. The other 2 players holding the flanks while they gather the information there.
There again, 2 opportunities to do good damage on to Snacks, but instead he gets by, finds his way back in the site. Pasha's needs to be confident to hold that long position because Pistol's passive may not work out. Instead, B wide open. They tried to push forward Virtus.pro to get some information, knowing that they had to do so, try and get the jump on the guns. It's not to be, and looking like yet another TSM round, so they'll claw back. They lost that eco round, as we saw, but looking at the potential 4th round and the lead. I dare say there's not even going to be much of a response right now from Virtus.pro.
Huge nade there. We will add insult to injury. The T's burn away at the remaining VP players. Nice little Molotov usage there. But they take the lead now for the first time after the pistol. 4-3 in favor of TSM. Great comeback from them. Some really stellar play from individuals. Great entry frags from Carrigan so far, but here it is the final barbecue at the top there.
I love it. I always thought cooked Virtus.pro would be a delicious meal.
Human flesh.
I wasn't implying that, but when you put that spin on it, it is a little awkward. Puts the crabs in the bucket.
Here we go down, opting towards B again. Here we go. Early frag from Xyp9x opens up the B side for them.
Well, shot there by Cajun B to hold off against Snacks. The guns were back up, but it appeared as though they make no difference compared to the pistols in the last round. Finally, Neo getting a kill on Cajun. Big flank, very aggressive play from VP over at A, unfortunately unwarranted because B was the intended attack, so they'll fall back and save them, knowing that they don't want to have to eco again right away because those 3 guns are going to be all they work with. Everybody with 3 digits or less in the case of Taz. Should have bought a decoy just to put himself at 0. Apparently did. I take that back. He's got one.
Oh, they're going to have to definitely save it. So like Natty's been saying, they're definitely favouring the B bomb. So here, very simple plays here. Not even a full set piece. Is going through the monster tunnel, forcing the issue, making the entry frags that count. And that doesn't even give VP an opportunity to retake or even consider one at that stage. If you lose the first 2 players that early on and the bomb goes down, you're better off just saving the weapons. Definitely considering the economy where it sits for VP right now. So 3K on Bialy. How's he going to get into this one? Let's have a quick look at the frags. Xyp9x bouncing back from the last couple of games he's had, leading the charge with 10 frags there. Great game for him so far. And now 5-3 in favor of TSM. And another difficult situation as the scout comes out once again for Neo.
The shot, though, device. Finally, Dupree gets the kill back into Bialy, but look at the HP lost on both. So you could actually argue in some ways that Bialy did enough. But still the man advantage for TSM. Snacks is so good at pushing forward, and the aggression finally paying off for Virtus.pro. Smoke as well to make sure that Snacks has coverage and an escape plan. And there, Xyp9x gets back into Neo, but this is, again, interesting that with Device not hitting that shot, the damage continuing to pile against TSM, it's going to be a very fast entry one way or the other because they have the potential to just absolutely get obliterated right now by one solid spray. Pasha and Taz might be the ones to look to do it. But as I say that, TSM looking to regroup and head back over toward A. Snacks has made his way inside the bottom of the stairwell at mid. So if he has trouble re-entering toward the bathrooms and TSM elect to go that direction, it could open up the A site for a strong push on TSM's part.
Well, it's only 30 seconds remaining now. TSM looking like they are going to favor the A sites as 3 players head towards middle. They need to get their skates on if they have a chance to not run into the stack from VP.
Snacks actually comes out from the stairs behind, drops bomb. That's crucial because Device is down, and as I said, they're very low on HP, so they have to win this duel against Snacks, and thankfully, Cajun B, the only player with high HP, nails his shot, and knowing that they flanked from the B site, they look back toward A. They don't. I thought they would. Time's gone. They can't even get there.
It's a difficult situation for them. After getting those 2 early frags, like you said, they took so much damage from Bialy in that monster tunnel. I think that's the problem for them. They were very apprehensive as to what they were going to do. They were waiting for the CTs to make the mistake. But like you said, that lurk coming from the back there, then getting the bomb down really didn't give them enough time to actually choose where to go. And VP answer back. They finally get around on the board and hopefully can stabilize things here. No scouts this time, 5 rifles, but around there, they definitely need to win. TSM get the AWP out on Device and maybe slowing things down, not opting to go straight towards B this time.
And they look to put pressure onto Pasha. TSM will have money left over in the next round regardless, so Virtus.pro still has a tough task ahead of them. And equally so if they lose because they themselves will not be able to buy. Snacks getting the first kill is definitely going to help all of that cause work in their favor. Positioning from Pasha in the corner, often checked, but relies on a support play from a teammate. So watch for a flash or a smoke to come out. And Kerrigan potentially may not even check it as he works through. And Pasha lets his teammate go down, unfortunately. I think he wanted to hold off the shot to see if he could pick up more, but eventually had to pull the trigger as Setch gets traded, and it still favors TSM. But look at Taz. Oh, lag down to 15. He almost hit that first shot. And now Dupree's in position, but he peeks back out and gets taken away. Device has bomb, and interestingly enough, despite TSM's efforts early, they still haven't got it up the stairwells. They're still at the bottom of the precipice and can't make it into a plant situation, but finally claw back the advantage, and Xyp9x will close it out regardless of a plant.
Yeah, so we saw them get the opening frag there, stabilize the situation for themselves, falling back to a very passive position. It all came down to that frag from Pasha, though. Like you said, allows his teammate to die on the bomb site. You thought that was the moment it kind of fell apart for them. He only managed to pick up 1 frag from that. And unfortunately for them, that is the economic deficit we were talking about after losing that round. It's a very bitter pill to swallow indeed, as they have to go down to full pistos now. Silent USPs here, and this is where TSM really can run away with this game. Huge round for them to take. And you can see there is a slight stack towards the B site. CTs are expecting this. Now going to lead in the charge once again.
Bialy may go down, but still does good damage again with these pistols. Unfortunately, not quite as much damage and not quite as much threat with only those guns out. So it allows TSM to be, as you said last time, apprehensive, less so in this round. Cajun B catches off Pasha, trying to go for a flank. They've done many times Virtus.pro. Unfortunately, it's been figured out, I guess you could say at this point. I don't think Dupree spotted him there.
I think he will be very cautious, approaching every single angle into this area. There you go, molotoving out key choke points, making sure he can work out as much information as he can, and Snacks will be the last man to take down. Only a USP in hand as well. He knows what's coming.
Oh, well, luckily Cajun spots him first. That flash works out as well from Dupree. I like how careful he was being.
VP definitely don't have enough money still to buy into this round. I really hope they take a double eco here.
They should. Otherwise, it could be a landslide here.
Yep, this is going to be such a difficult decision for them. We know how much they enjoy a buy. But let's see what they do. Actually, will be playing the wise choice. Yep. And I tip my hat to them there. They know they're probably losing the half of this round, but they need to make sure they get back on the horse and get the 8-7. Because this one could have slipped away from them had they bought that round. But TSM are going to be aware of this. Probably taking things a lot slower. But let's see what happens.
Snacks winning out against Dupree will give Virtus.pro the first pick, but unfortunately he's got very little room to maneuver and get back into safety. So TSM follow up and then go with one extra. Look at Bialy's efforts to bring down Cajun B. The aggression paying off, but as I say, the HP's low. It still pulls further ahead now as Bialy follows it up. Device able to come back into Bialy. Neo not able to go forward just a few steps and he could pick up a rifle, but he knows what that entails, how much danger there is. The risk potentially not worth the reward as he's got to play this smart against Device. Catches him with the nade out. Not able to land the shot, but now does. Unbelievable play with just a deagle.
Ah, can't believe it. Why were TSM investing so heavily into that mid-area? Obviously, it's one of the key choke points of the map, but getting locked down that convincingly and getting one flashbang to take the whole team out, that's going to be a round. They're going to be confused as to how that went down for them. But obviously, huge investment from VP that worked out for them, and that's a massive round in the context of things. Pulls them back into this series at least. 7-5 now, and they get the full buy after full save that round. But this is definitely a back and forth affair. Snacks once again showing that aggression towards the mid area.
For Device to try and change things and change their fate this time on Bathroom, obviously being a lot more careful about it, but TSM, and not to, as you point out, get that first kill on B.
Yeah, Bialy just got destroyed through the smoke there by Zipnix. Random spray. One of those beautiful things of Counter-Strike.
What are you going to do?
And we see
Here he
it.
goes again.
Yeah.
Boom.
See it on the bottom of the screen as we continue to watch from Taz's, now Neo's point of view. We also see Kerrigan setting up that smoke, so watch for the B execution. Neo, well-timed counter smoke, and Taz, very well-timed peek, lining up two inside that monster tunnel. Not much room in there. So linear. And now it's TSM to respond. They've done so rather swiftly. Device left alive as the difference maker, but with 6 HP, it's Dupree to take down Neo, and Pasha comes back in with 1. Bomb still not planted, and Kerrigan, without the smoke deployed, a little bit hesitant to do so. Now he will, but it's down to the one-on-one because Pasha's changed his angle, keeping them on their heels, trying to make them guess. And Pasha, he may have the HP advantage, but if he doesn't hit one shot with this op, it could be Kerrigan's play to make. And Kerrigan is making plays. He's going to rotate back out through Monster, try and change things up in a way that catches Pasha off guard, but Pasha's already checked every other angle. He's going to know exactly what's going on, or should. So far, he's not confident in that. Now he does. Does he try and stick this defuse as he nails out that flash? He will. 3-2, but the peak coming in. Undoubtedly, Kerrigan has it.
Yeah, really good effort from him. Those 2 kills are absolutely solid, but when you've got the AWP and you're not really aware that the last player is, it's very difficult to win those situations. Bomb was ticking away, wasted quite a lot of time cleaning out the whole bomb site there, and you can see this initial shots. This is actually the Taz waiting. Takes down the first and the second as well, but a round they will not win. And TSM continue their charge, and that's after winning 1 round as well. VP put back in this difficult situation. $1,400 only going to come their way, so they have to justify another full save. Pasha's going to be upset he didn't win that round after those 2 great shots he got.
Oh.
Device opening it up, taking down the man we're just talking about. Pasha long, putting them in a 5-on-4 situation. They did lose the last full save against VP, but this time a lot stronger, taking positions a lot more methodically and clinically.
Zipix is continuing forward with the great scoreline. He leads the way for his team on 16 kills. Silenced in this round eventually by a Bialy. And Bialy has paid the price for his crime. Justice is served. And it's 9 rounds now, TSM on the T side of Overpass.
Very convincing. We didn't see this coming. We talked about VP starting CT. It'd probably be a great advantage for them going into this. Going to get a nice score on the first half, but they're looking now. It might go down to 10-5. You see Cajun B with that nice opening pick there. And they have got the AWP, so they've got something going for them this round, but 2 players there, Famus and Max 7. We've seen Pasha do some great work recently with the Max 7, so don't take anything away from him with that weapon. Double orb set up at TSM now as well. Interesting.
Watch for Snacks. Inside the bathrooms, he's got 1 in front. Able to line that up as Kerrigan was still had his attention turned toward the top of the stairs, making sure every angle was checked. Poor timing. Zipix recovers. Again, looking very solid on a T side, mind you, as well. He's normally the support mid-round fragger, excuse me, on the CT side, but it's good to see him stepping up on the T as well, so we'll see if he can find the next kill. It's Taz that waits at the toxic barrels. Dupree has bomb behind Zipix, so likely going to try and push it on B. Mind you, there is 54 seconds remaining, and Dupree with a kill there should confirm it goes B, but there's still 2 players with TSM over on A, and Pasha would cut off Cajun if he tries to get back into the stairwell comfortably to join the play, but Cajun's ready for it, and now the options are unlimited for TSM. Surprisingly, they still want A. And now with Device getting Snacks, it will work out for them.
Yeah, such a difficult round for VP to win here. And you've got such a low buy and not really much to play with at all. You can see Taz here, 4-on-1 situation, no kit, no nades, 1M4. I think he knows the outcome of this as well as we do. That's going to be a very convincing half from TSM. 10-5 on the T side. Scoreline you see every day. Taz does manage to do something with it though. He's on 16 HP now, takes down Zipex. That's going to be the end of him. 10-5. Looking very good for TSM's Overpass campaign. Let's have a look at the matchup. Dead even.
Very dead even. And it's Kerrigan, who interestingly enough, and I don't know why it is whenever we highlight, is near the bottom, and Neo middle for his team. Bialy lagging a little bit behind that time with 5 kills, but again, Zipex is the guy that's really standing out. A lot of really clutch kills, and usually each one that he got was followed up with a second.
Also, Cajun played a big part early on, especially when they were heavily investing towards that B-bomb side. He was getting a lot of early kills, making it that much easier for his team to win those rounds.
That's where they betted most of their rounds in the game, right? Just those simple pushes into B, finding the early frags, and that's what kept ruining the economy for VP. After they got one round, a simple B player would come in, and that would be in. But let's see what comes in now. Looks like VP setting up for a very simple B rush here. 4 sets of armor. Flashbangs coming in as they make their way to the
Oh, but the flash was perfect. Unfortunately, Cajun B could only get the first. I thought he might have a chance to line up more. Instead, Neo swiftly responds, but damage was dealt as such by Cajun that a nade is enough. And now Kerrigan finding a headshot on Bialy just firmly gives the position. And the situation back to TSM. Mind you, bomb has gone down, which could play dividends in round 3. Should VP elect to play it as such, but we're not done just yet because they fought their way back in. Snacks holding water has cut off 2 rotations. Eventually, it's all he could ask to do. He will go down, but Neo still causing problems. They're on the defuse. And if Neo wins against Device, there's a chance. Too late, already defused. It's done. TSM will take round 11.
Yeah, nice smart play there from the guys. 2-on-1 situation. One player isolating Neo at short. He knew he was low HP as well. Didn't have to do too much in terms of overfacing. Full defuse comes in with the kit. And TSM lock that one down. We can have a look at the replay. Hey, Kerrigan, I thought this was a really nice shot. Bang. Straight in the face. And he takes one down, and we can see the rifle buy coming in from TSM here. 3 Pharmacists, 2 SMGs, and no armor buy from VP this time. They'll be opting to go for the AKs next round. I think that's a nice choice, considering they need to get a lot of rounds put together now.
We'll see what these pistols can do. The Deagle for Neo. Oh, that nade. Bialy just down to 10 HP like that. Watch for Dupree now to just clean them up. Kerrigan finds him over the shoulder as Bialy goes down, and he'll follow up with one on Taz. Device finding Neo. I'm afraid to say that not a single kill has gone the way of VP, so they won't even be able to knock guns down, force a rebuy as they look, although grimly, toward bringing out guns early. They can definitely do it with AKs, and they will.
TSM will be aware of this, though. You can see them actually considering what they're going to do with those 2 SMGs. 3 Pharmacists, it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world to apply a lot of aggression, try work out at least where the T's are going. If they can find an early pick, that'd be fantastic. They know they're up against the ropes here, so Device going to be leading the charge. He's going to be joined by 2 of his comrades as well. And probably be looking to find that first pick here. Device is so good playing over the smoke. This is what we see him do a lot as well. He actually may have spotted 4 T's actually heading towards long there. They should have a pretty clean run up to the A site though, considering the setup the CTs have employed.
For Device, like you said, to get that information, playing aggressively, but look at his position. It's absolutely perfect. They're all in front of him. He does land the first. Can't necessarily line it up, so a second one will follow immediately, and that means the attention will turn toward him. But he's still alive and well, and wreaking more havoc. That was very well executed by Device.
Wow.
A hat trick of frags leaves just Taz remaining.
You can tip your hat for that one if you had one. Seriously, this is the way that he was playing. It's super smart. He was given no opportunity for VP to get that kill on him.
Yeah, such smart play. Taz in an impossible situation now. We talked about Device getting that information at the start of the round, pushes behind and takes down the bomb, and 2 kills as well. Huge stuff from him, and he's not done yet. You can see him hungry for blood as Taz is the last player remaining.
And they're so close to each other right now, as we can tell. In fact, the nade it actually connects with Taz. Unfortunately, it means Taz knows the Device was there. It takes him down, but Dupree responding, and you have to give, like you said, Natsu, hats off to and full credit to Device for that play.
Proverbial hats.
Yeah, with the FAMAS as well. That's a pretty unreliable weapon, to be honest with you, in CSGO as well.
And we talked about those SMGs. Well, they got 2 free upgrades onto AKs for it, so the patience pays off.
I was interested why Device opted to go for that first kill. I'm not sure whether he did spot the bomb. Normally you probably want to get a little bit closer with the FAMAS especially, but he went all in there and it paid off for him. VP in a horrible situation now. Eco around, potentially about to go down 14-5 against TSM on the CT side of Overpass. Dire straits for them. We know they can bounce back in any situation, so round number 19 now.
Snacks will hold the bomb. P250s, Deagle, nothing else. Cajun B waits. Wall side monster. Standing on the platform at B. They played B on Inferno together. They'll play B here together. And Xyp9x again continuing on in great form will find B alley. As dupreeh comes into Pasha to give TSM a great start to the anti-eco. Xyp9x, mind you, did go down to 29, so he'll have to play a little bit more passively just to make sure they can build the economy. Let his teammates take the fights at this point. Keep all 5 rifles. Well, that goal's gone. dupreeh's fallen to Snacks, but I'll take it back. So is Kerrigan. I was about to say, but things are looking to churn. And now with a 3-on-2 and rifles recovered, or at least 1 for Snacks, they may find themselves a bit of a chance. Not only that, like I said, Xyp9x is a little bit low, and he started to rotate initially off and favor a quick spot to get into A site, as has Cajun B. So the backside of B, Monster and Sandbag, is open, but no utilities to use upon it means that it will be wide open for shots as well, and that's what Xyp9x does to Snacks.
So, a pretty simple round. Snacks making it interesting, at least with 2 P250 kills there. Takes down Kerrigan and dupreeh. But ultimately, it's another round on the board for TSM. They're looking very healthy right now as we go into round number 20. They've got the AWP device. Like I said, famous for pushing up middle, using that smoke, facing towards the fountain area. Be interesting to see how he approaches this round. Definitely something where he can coordinate how it goes down. It looks like he will be going for that exact play. Maybe going towards the stairs area this time, though. Mixing things up. This could work out for him, you know. There's going to be T's waiting for him. First kill goes his way. Snacks goes down to the hand of Device.
Brilliant. And we see TSM put that off aggressively in so many situations on this map. Monster long and now into the tunnels, and it pays off here with the first kill. But as you said, and as we've seen, Taz is able to trade that. And the interesting thing is now, by funneling themselves, the CTs, into those positions, they have to rotate the long way back to A, which means dupreeh can't fight it solo. They've essentially given up a passive hold now. And with Pasha and Neo out along with Bomb, there's a chance they can try and get some map control away from TSM.
Interesting thing about that as well. Kerrigan, after them get that first pick, he didn't really have to commit so much to that. And actually neutralizing the round sometimes favors the terrorist team. Maybe not so much in this instance, considering how low their economy is. They've got 1 smoke remaining. Pasha making his way up long now. This could be interesting, this next frag.
The Alien Taz, Cajun B smoking off Monster. The Alien Taz looking to go sandbags. Work their way in toward B. Neo's going to bring that bomb into the underpass, but look at the shots coming out. Cajun B finding that first kill, and B alley hesitant to push forward to try and respond because he still has issues from Cajun B. And as such, Pasha, he's actually worked his way, as we can see from above, well inside the A site. So he'll be calling for the rotation. Neo's going to oblige, bring that bomb in behind. And if Pasha can hit this first shot, there's a real chance for Virtus.pro to close the round, as the bomb will get planted. Xyp9x, though, gets in behind Pasha as he still got his attention turned toward the bank. And it's all trades afterwards, so welcome to the one-on-one. This Device, 71 HP, can't do anything against B alley. And Virtus.pro collect what seems like a very small amount, round number 6.
All came down to that play on Pasha, I think. Getting into the A bomb site undetected, managing to find a player on bank really did open up the site for them, allowed them to get the bomb down at least. Came down to a very tight one-on-one in the end, but without him finding that first initial frag, they wouldn't have had a chance to even get into that site. Time was ticking away. CTs were set up pretty nicely, but they hold on for 1 round longer. A full buy does come in from Device once again. He's got the AWP. This time actually going to be holding down the long area, so he is changing his position up every round and keeping it surprising at least. He's heading over to that way as well. Will he be able to find the first frag here?
Pasha just patiently waiting, and look at them checking just every single possibility at that long position. This will allow them to push one side, while Taz, Bialy, and Snacks have gotten further up the other by use of smoke. And through that smoke, Taz will find Kerrigan, dupreeh, getting back into Snacks though, and now it's Device's turn to get in on the action if he can continue to hold off long. And remember, last night he had issues there against Guardian, but he doesn't have that same op player going against him. He's got a lot more control of this A site. Attention turned, though, onto the front of bathrooms, and as a result, Pasha's going to push up long. This may still work out because Dupree's not looking that direction. Pasha, though, he's not all the way out of it, and Dupree played it wisely. And it's Zipix to come over on rotation just in time. Poor old Taz, 1-on-2 with bomb, 24 HP, and a player on either side of him.
Great job from Dupree and Device, just evading for a while to make that all happen, basically, for one another. And just worked out great in the end.
You see Zipex now leading the charge, 22 frags, really has stepped up his game tonight. Another frag from on the board last round, playing very, very well here. And now we look at the money after winning one round, losing the subsequent one after that. We have to think this is probably map point here, as VP do have pistols, one Galil, a few smoke grenades to play with, but CT side definitely favoured here. Bomb heading towards B here, maybe up to short. Maybe they're going for that fast execute with some smokes onto the B side.
Smoke on that sandbag position gives TSM more time to work against the little weaponry that Virtus.pro have. And they're going to stack above this. First time we've seen this play, a bit clever. They now realize that there is company coming that direction, so they fall off, and they need to keep their distance here because these pistols up close could be lethal, as Pasha proves against Kerrigan, but that's the only proof they've got of it. So far, they're not believers. They just want to close this round away, but as I say it, there it is. Pasha coming around from the water, gets in a close enough position to find yet another kill, but it's not going to be enough. Device to win it 16-6. We said the games were close, and I actually thought Overpass would be one of the closest of them. Instead, it's TSM just dominating the map.
Well, when you get 5 rounds on your CT side, unfortunately, that's pretty much the GG when you're playing against someone like TSM. Unfortunately, it looked very weak. Economy absolutely ruined, and seemed like the simple plays, the B pushes from TSM, wasn't even that tactical, to be honest. Just working and getting the entry frags and working as a unit. That was the differentiating factor there. And VP definitely looking pretty weak on that last map.
Yeah, that was a distinctive difference from the TSM we saw before on this map. Definitely, they were horrible, you could say, yesterday on it. So just that early B aggression they did on their T side early on, and the Cajun B specifically was playing very well there, getting a lot of opening kills and making it that much easier for his teammates to do magic.
Well, it puts them on series point. We'll look at the scoreboard as we take a peek in the rearview mirror, but it's still full gas ahead for both these teams. We're not done this best of 5 yet. Zipix leads the way. Well done. And again, it was a lot of T-side kills, double kills at that, finding a lot of entries on the B side in particular. It's an impressive performance.
It's Occasion B with those first kills as well, 5 for him. He was very influential. He was going into the bomb sites, making sure he got the first kill, opening it up. And it put VP in a lot of situations where they decided not even to try and attempt a retake. They had to save 5-on-3s just because it was such a quick round that they didn't even have a chance to get back into that. So considering that, you have to favour TSM in this series. That puts them at 2-1 now. And we predicted it being, well, I predicted at least 3-1 TSM, and that's looking like it may come to fruition. But let's have a quick look at the heat map. This is where we can kind of diagnose. I think B is going to be very heavy for TSM then. Yeah, you can see that all. I guess most areas of contention are lit up pretty heavily for them, but looking over the VP, obviously not getting that many rounds as T.
Yeah, one particular round picked up, and
so
only
you can't really
7
diagnose
played.
too much, to be honest. But TSM doesn't really paint too much of a picture for you because it shows you how bright that B area is and how good they were at getting the entry kills.
A lot of aggression out toward the front of bathrooms as well, which is not surprising. So we'll take a look at the MVP. Zipix is going to be it. As I mentioned, very good first half, and I think we highlighted that throughout the entire matchup. There was some clutch kills from a few other players. Devices round comes to mind, pushing all the way around and getting behind them to shut down.
Double spray down was him.
Well, there was that as well, but the particular round at Long where he took down the bomb carrier as well. And I mean, that was an influential round because that was one of the only rounds on T side. Actually, that was the first gun round where they had the better buy technically because it was 2 SMGs and 3 FAMASs. So that could have dictated, the shape of the second half. So that, in terms of individual play, was pretty huge. But Zipix overall not bad.
Yeah, good to see him bouncing back.
Yeah, now he just has to make sure his highs and lows are not so super different. Keep it consistent in his role. He needs to be that guy who picks up around 15 frags each time he plays, basically.
We'll take a break, and we will come back with map number 4. It could be all over after that one if TSM pick up one more win. VP going to try and prevent it. We'll see you there.
what's the reply from TSM? Will they buy back into this? Of course. Tech9's armor definitely justified as well. They know the CTs won't have an abundance of cash here. SMG.
Here they go onto the B site, and unfortunately shut down immediately on the entry. Agent B's going to get spotted, and down he goes. Taz, very well done.
Everything was playing in Virtus.pro's favor in that round, all the way in.
So far back. Here it is in the final. Actually, there was Taz waiting on the first and the second as well, but
They're all in front of him. He does land the first, can't necessarily line it up, so a second one will follow immediately, and that means the attention will turn toward him. He's still alive and well, and freaking more